Dreamers, welcome again to Night Terrain. I'm here again today to teach you some more about terrain building. There's something that I was going to skip over because it's something I learned a long time ago and I didn't really care for it too much. But with the coronavirus going around, it's better for everybody to stay in their homes, and that is using corrugated cardboard made from, just from boxes that you have laying around the house. You can make some pretty neat looking terrain tiles with these. However, I do prefer to use foam board now, even though after we make these tiles, I do have another process I use to turn those into more of almost a ceramic tile, but that'll be something for future casts. So that's what we're going to go over today. Cardboard boxes is something that a lot of people have readily available to them around the house. You'll need that, maybe a box cutter or X-Acto knife, a pair of scissors will work, and that's what this next video is. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is look around your house for some corrugated cardboard. It does need to be corrugated cardboard, no cereal boxes or shoe boxes. That cardboard's too flat, and you need something with a little bit of thickness to it. So after that, open it up, and all the little tabs around the edges, you're going to want to cut those off. I started off with scissors, but quickly went to a box knife because a box knife works so much better, and it'll just cut those right off. All the little extra pieces, you can go ahead and keep those. You can use those later. The next thing is the corrugation on the cardboard leaves these little ribs. You want to find one of those ribs close to the edge of your cardboard and put some kind of straight edge next to that and make a mark all the way down that rib so that you'll have a nice straight even line all the way across. And then you're going to want a 90-degree square. If you don't have a square, you can use a piece of paper or something that you know does have an exact 90 degree to it, and you're going to want to make another line across the top edge of the cardboard. Once you have both lines, go ahead and mark them because these are what you're going to be measuring off of. Now, then you can cut off the excess and throw that excess in the trash. You won't be needing that. Now, all of my measurements that I use for my square tiles is 2 9/16 inch. For me, this just works best. If I have 1/4 inch walls on there, it gives me a 1/16 of an inch to play with, to where I have 4 1-inch squares all the way around. So that's why I use 2 9/16. But go ahead and make you a little grid on your cardboard with a bunch of 2 9/16 marks all the way across, and then use your straight edge and make you a nice little checkerboard looking piece of cardboard. Once you get done with that, you're going to want to cut them all out. I ended up being able to make quite a few pieces here, about 15 squares. And of course, because of the bends in the cardboard and stuff, they don't all come out perfectly square. So you'll want to stack them all up together and check them out. If you see any that are way off, just go ahead and pull those out, and you'll end up with some that are all nice and even. Turn some of those, the corrugation on some of these the other direction, and make sure that going the other direction they're all nice and even as well. These are the ones that you're going to want to keep and build with, because no matter which way you turn them, they'll all come out even when you place them together. After that, you're going to want to glue two pieces of cardboard together, but we'll get to that in a sec. Right now, I'll show you how to make the walls. You always want to cut against the corrugation when you make walls. These walls here, I'm making 3/16 of an inch, but 1/4 inch would probably work and maybe even be a little bit better. But you just cut these long strips out, and then you'll be able to cut them to make walls on your tiles later. So here I am gluing two of the little squares together. I do like to use my finger to smooth out the glue, and turn your corrugation two different directions on your tiles, because this will keep them from warping or bending. Now, when you make your walls, you're going to want at least one tile with no walls, one tile with one wall on one edge, one tile with a wall on the edge, and another wall on the opposite side to make kind of a hallway. And then the last one you're going to want is a corner piece. And always cut your walls from the corrugation side of the cardboard so you don't smash your walls. Once you get all this done, you should end up with at least 4 different kinds of walls. Floor tiles. I'm sorry. And then you'll want to paint them up with some kind of primer. Just regular spray paint will work fine. I usually use black. White's fine. White will make your color show up a lot better. There are reasons I like to use a flat black. A gray primer would work fine. And then after you get these made up and primed, I'll show you how to turn them into something more like this. But that's pretty much it for today. On the next video, I'll show you how to paint them up. This is a great project to do with your kids. It does need adult supervision to do, but don't go out there in this coronavirus mess. Stay home, have fun, play with your kids, and I'll see you next time.